Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Prop Wiz. Today, we'll be talking about the Robocop build, all right? Now, I only did the helmet this time. Kind of just a prototype to get a feel for it, to see if I could get the color right, smoothness right. And from here, I guess I'll decide whether I make the whole suit or not, all right? I do got the files for the whole thing. So far, so good, we'll see. Okay, first of all, it's 3D printed, all right? In fact, you can still see the big mess on the inside. What makes this build a little bit different than some of the other stuff, that I've done, proton packs, a lot of the Star Wars stuff is weathered, made to look beat up. Robocop, essentially most of the movies, he's in prestige condition, right? Everything is a lot smoother, there's not a lot of dents, not a lot of room for weathering. Maybe in the future I do a battle-worn version, but of course the clean metal look is what people are used to seeing when they think about Robocop. So number one challenge with this was making sure I could get it as smooth as possible, all right? And because of that, there was very, very little room for error. The first thing I did was cover the whole thing in spot putty, sanded it down real good, and then I went back and sprayed it with a sandable primer, all right? Use the sandable primer on everything. Again, really the biggest difference is I usually don't start with the putty. I usually start with the primer. I might add putty to a few parts that's rough, like where the supports might have been. This one, I went ahead and started out with the putty because I wanted the whole thing to be smooth as possible. So putty, primer, sandable primer, sanded it, took the spot putty to a couple of spots that needed it, sanded it, sprayed it again with the sandable primer, sanded it. In fact, I wet sanded it that time. Got it real smooth, got it to where I liked it before I started the painting, right? Next step with the paint. It's kind of funny. I got a lot of chrome paint. My idea was to make it chrome and super reflective. But when I looked at the movies, and usually with movies, I'm assuming they probably don't do that because they don't want cameras and stuff reflecting. So, you know, to get it to look like metal, but not necessarily a chrome metal where it's like you can see yourself in it, but you want it to look reflective somewhat. So you can kind of see, if you can see my hand and stuff, you can't really see the details of it. So the paint, my options were either to use the Alclad chrome paint, silver paint, or I had a whole bunch of spastic, and I seen some pretty good results from the spastic. So I decided to go that route. Again, knowing that I was going to be adding layers to this thing. It just wasn't going to be a silver layer. So the first layer, I used spastic chrome mirror, airbrush paint. I actually used a spray paint gun, sprayed the whole thing, and then using my airbrush, I went back and just added a translucent blue, all right? I added purple as well. So I used translucent blue and translucent purple. I can tell you just looking at this, something I did somewhere in the process, I lost the purple. I don't see any of the purple whatsoever. No, I'll lie. When I shine it in the light, I can actually see. I can see a little bit of purple, but there's more blue than anything. All right, so cool. Learning experience. Next time I know to kind of go back to either add another layer, or I might have did something adding the clear coat. Also, you got to think there's a chemical reaction going on with this. I might have sprayed something on top of it that could have ate that purple paint completely away. Not really sure. So a little bit more practice, but again, I like the way it came out. I'll probably do another one. There's a few areas I can see it can be a little bit smoother, but very, very, very happy with this result and the potential where it can go. So I do think I am going to push forward and do the whole costume. I'm thinking it's probably going to take a couple of months to do it. So there's a couple of projects that I want to do first. Like right now, I just got the files to do a Terminator T1800. So I think I'm going to do that life size first. And again, get to experiment and kind of practice with the paint, because that'll be all chrome, have a chrome look, same kind of thing, even though there's battle wear with it. The Terminator metal usually looks pretty prestige and clean, all right? So anyway, Robocop. Hey, tell me what you think. Tell me if you think I should go ahead and do the whole costume and who should wear it. I think I'm too old, too bearded to wear it, but who knows, huh? Yeah, I don't know. I might be able to pull it off, right? Yeah, we'll see. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. If you like what you saw, please like the video, subscribe, and I'll check you out next time.